Hey, everybody. Welcome to our Lunch and Learn. And I'm here, graced with the presence of Vanessa Hunter.
Hi, everyone. Hey, Joe.
You ready to talk about my favorite subject?
I'm ready to talk about your favorite subject on one of my favorite days of the year. It is actually my husband's birthday today.
What?
It's Brad's birthday.
So, for everybody who's listening, little inside joke. Well, kind of an inside joke. Vanessa told me just minutes ago that it was her hubby's birthday today. And, this is what I normally do. This is a normal part of my life that when somebody says, oh, it's my such and such's birthday or it's such and such's birthday, I get this white sheet look over my face and go, just a minute. I'll be right back. So to say the least, he will be getting a belated birthday gift and a birthday gift.
And you know what, Joe? Better late than never. And I didn't mean to ruin your day by telling you that.
It's okay. It happens often.
You guys, Joe takes this I'm pointing the wrong way. Joe takes this very, very seriously. He takes birthdays very, very seriously. And when he found out that he didn't have Brad on his birthday list, he was quite upset. So that has been remedied. So we can go on with the celebration.
Luckily, it's really easy to add somebody to a birthday campaign or a belated birthday or whatever automation you want. It's really super easy in the Mailbox Power Platform. So anyway, are we ready to get to this?
We are ready to get started.
All right. Now, I don't know what everybody's having for lunch today, but I certainly would love to know what they're having for lunch today. So whatever it is, folks, put it in the comments. We'd love to see if there's some tacos. Or maybe some brownies and ice cream. I'm not sure, but I'm all in on all of it.
What are you having?
Well, there's a Hawaiian place. As soon as we're done here, I'm going there, and it's that Hawaiian chicken. And I'm pretty healthy, so brown rice and cabbage is where I'm going with it. But I'm all in. It's going to be good.
Nice. So, well, that's awesome. So, okay, guys, let's get into this. Let's dig into the business of celebrating birthdays. And I'm sure people are seeing that on the screen right now, Joe, and saying, what do you mean the business of celebrating birthdays? So let's talk about that a little bit.
So, when you celebrate customers, your goal is to delight your client by showing that you care. And we probably should put together a slide that said the don'ts, what not to do when you're doing a birthday marketing. I know, right? I'm sitting here, delight your client, showing that you care. That's really the deal, which means don't sell to them, just celebrate their birthday. One of the biggest, this is why I love birthday marketing. I love it for so many reasons, but the number one reason, I can't tell you how often I hear you were the only one that sent me a birthday card. Mm-hmm. And to know that somebody only got one card about crushes me, but to know they got a card from me and I was that only one, that lifts my spirits. It lets me know that somebody out there, I put a smile on their face. I celebrated that one day that every year we all want to celebrate, which is our birthday. And then, of course, we talk about the business of it. Well, the business of it is pretty simple. Celebrate your customers' lives. Celebrate their birthdays. It's really, really simple. It builds and strengthens the relationship that you have with your customers. And it's just such a simple premise that's why I guess I have the soapbox and I'm ready to shout it from every rooftop. It's just, that's the way it is. And of course, I grew up, and Vanessa, I think we've talked about this in the past, that my grandmother sent me a birthday card every single year. I even have the ones before I even knew what a birthday card was, with a check. I know, a check. I know, right? I'm dating myself right now, but I think she was about 80 years old when she finally stopped sending all of us grandkids birthday cards. Mm-hmm. It went on for years and decades and decades. And I cherish all of that because she's no longer with us. And I still have all of those cards that she sent me. And I just love the fact that she was so dedicated to making sure that we all got a birthday card. And yes, she went to the store. Yes, she hand filled it out. Yes, she wrote a check. Yes, she put a stamp on it and addressed it and sent it out, which is fairly complicated in today's day and age where we've made it so easy.
We have made it really easy, Joe. And it's funny, you talk about your grandmother and her tradition. And I was cleaning out a cupboard this past weekend and came across basically all the birthday cards my grandmother or my mother had ever sent me.
Mhm.
Obviously, it was a very emotional thing. My grandmother's been gone for 5 years and my mom for 6 now. But it was one of those things. I love reading their words. I love reading what they had to say to me.
Mhm.
And it just meant so much. And I think that knowing how much birthdays mean to people, because it really is one of the few times that we take to fully express how we feel about somebody, to celebrate them, and that the day is all about them. There's nothing, we're not looking for anything. We don't want anything in return for that. We're just trying to celebrate people for who they are and for basically their presence on earth. And so
Right?
that's always going to be a positive thing for anybody. And so to have a business take that and make it part of their method of operation, I think just personalizes that relationship so quickly.
And luckily it doesn't have to be expensive.
Yeah.
I mean, really, just a birthday card. It could even be a postcard. And imagine being the only realtor that touched that client with a birthday card.
Yeah.
Imagine being the only insurance agent that touched that person. Imagine, that massage therapist, that photographer. It doesn't matter. Imagine being that person who touched that life. You were the one. And that's what this whole thing is all about, Vanessa. We should really get into this, though.
That's how you get remembered, right, Joe?
Yes.
That's how you are remembered. You're the standout.
Yes.
So let's talk a little bit about automations, because we have something in our technology at Mailbox Power that allows you to choose a birthday card and a gift. As you see on the screen, it's a birthday card and brownies, but it could be anything. That's just an example of what you can send, but a birthday card and a gift. And you can actually automate that process. That's why Joe got mad at himself when he was like, I don't have Brad in my birthday list. Had he had Brad in his birthday list, which he does now, it would have automatically triggered a card and gift to Brad. What, Joe, do you have your set 7 days before the birthday?
I do.
Yeah.
Yep. The recommended Mailbox Power recommendations. 7 days before the birthday, we print and ship your birthday card and gift and get it out there for you. And it arrives on time with 7 days.
And here's the cool thing about that. Regardless of what else you do, to celebrate that person, if you do nothing more than that, it's automated. Once you put them into that birthday automation, they're going to get that card and gift. And we recommend that you change it out each year at the beginning of the year so that people aren't getting the same card and gift every year. But once you set up that automation and you have people in that birthday list, you don't have to worry about it. All you do is get the text messages and the phone calls and the messages from people saying, hey, thanks so much for remembering my birthday.
Yes, definitely. And we have several of these we're going to share with you, birthday automations like this one. But here's kind of the deal when when we say the word automation, I want to just understand how simple this is. To set up this birthday automation would take you maybe 3 to 5 minutes. Done. And after it's set up, all you have to do is add the name or that person to the group, to the birthday automation, and you're done and when I say forever, you're done forever. All you have to do is at the end of every year, you change the birthday card and gift that you send out in the half birthday card, and it automatically picks it right back up. The set it and forget it of birthday celebrations. This is it right here at Mailbox Power. Set it and forget it, right?
Yeah.
That's that commercial, Ron Popeil, right? In his cooker, the set it and forget it guy. I mean, that's what we've got here. It's set it and forget it. Once you've got that campaign set up, it's forever. You don't have to think about it. It's a one-time-a-year deal. Or, when a friend says, hey, it's Brad's birthday today, and you go, oh, crap. Anyway, you guys kind of get where I'm going with this.
Joe, don't beat yourself up. Here's another one, and this shows the use of our merge fields. And we saw this on the previous one on the brownies, but this really emphasizes the use of the merge fields, meaning that once you add somebody to your birthday automation that you've already chosen and set up, then it will insert their first name. So it is highly personalized. So even though we say set it and forget it, it still feels very, very personal to the recipient. So they're going to feel like you took the extra time to personalize something just for them.
You know, it's such a big deal. I'm so glad you brought that up, Vanessa. This we really don't have that as a part of our slide deck, as the personalization. And this automation feels the word feels impersonal, right? Birthday automation. Well,
Yeah.
what is that? Well, no, it's not impersonal. You know, when somebody receives just this, it's a birthday card. Their name is on the front of the card. Their name's on the inside of the card. Your signature's on the inside of the card. And then cake bites or brownies or whatever you're sending them, it also says happy birthday with the name on it. It's hard to even fathom that someone would go, well, this was just an automated piece of whatever. Who are they trying to fool?
Right.
No, that's not the way that's going to go down. That's for sure.
No, it comes across as a very, very personal thing that you sent to them, and they love it. People love it. People love to receive cards and gifts. People love to be celebrated. Even people who say, "I don't like my birthday. I don't like to be the center of attention. I don't like all of that." It's okay, guys, because secretly, I think everybody loves it.
I think you're right, Vanessa. I think inside, deep down inside, they want their birthday celebrated. Everybody wants their birthday celebrated. Yeah, there's probably a weirdo or two out there that are like, no, don't do it, which is okay. It's okay.
Or some people, for religious reasons, don't celebrate.
Oh, good
birthdays.
point.
They
Good
are
point.
few and far between.
Yes,
so one of the things that we have that I think is unique to Mailbox Power, Joe, is this.
Oh, yes. The half birthday automation. This is a big deal. This card, specifically this card, this was my card I used last year. And I just absolutely love this card. I wholeheartedly wish you a halfway decent half birthday. Now, I got to tell you, I got more activity and more action from the half birthday card than I did the birthday card and a gift. And it's crazy to me that it's this simple, fun message that says, you know, it's your half birthday. Who knows when their half birthday is? Right. How many of you even know the day of your half birthday?
Right? I have no idea.
Me either. But I'll tell you what, you know, if these cards, if I receive a card like that, I'm like, wow, I'm halfway to my next birthday. Check that out, huh? And I was notified by whom? You know what I mean? Who is it? You know, your customer base, the half birthday. I know we're one of the companies that really promotes a half birthday. I don't think anybody else does. And it is a big deal. It's really big. For 50 cents plus postage, folks, you're going to get a smile out of your customer with something like this.
Yeah.
This is a free offering.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely, Joe. And here's the thing. It's just another excuse to reach out to somebody, right? It's another excuse to reach out and touch your customers. And I just calculated in my head, my half birthday's coming up, Joe.
I know you're in my system. I'm not worried about that. All right.
Looking forward to it.
Oh, good.
All right, here we go. Let's talk about celebrating the circle of influence, because it's not just the person that you're celebrating in terms of your client or your customer or the CEO of a company or whoever that is. That's not the only person that you need to be celebrating, right?
Right. This is so true. And I'll tell you, some of you are aggressive in sales. And you have some folks you're trying to get a hold of, but they're what's called gatekeepers, right? Gatekeepers. They're the ones who basically make sure the gate's closed to anybody new that would want to meet somebody in the C-suite or somebody in a position of influence, and they protect them. But what if you happen to have a relationship with that gatekeeper and you celebrated the birthday of that circle of influence? I guess what we're pointing out here is there is a circle of influence around everyone. I actually had one of the folks here in the office said, "What does that mean, circle of influence?" And I looked at him and I said, "You are basically, I'm in your circle of influence. If somebody wanted to talk to me, they talk to you and go, 'Hey, I'd really like to talk to Joe.'"
Yeah.
And you have that ability to walk into my office and go, hey, you really need to meet this person. And I would meet with them because I am within his circle of influence. And that is kind of the whole deal around a lot of what we're speaking to here. But who is that circle of influence? Is it the husband, the wife? Is it the gatekeeper? Is it the executive assistant? Who is it that's, in that circle of influence that you should be thinking about as well? Because truly, you celebrate them, that gate might just open up for you. Who knows?
And you can't really underestimate the value of that, Joe, as someone who has been a gatekeeper and as someone who has tried to get through the gate. It really makes a difference, the relationship that you build with those people. So if you're trying to get your foot in the door somewhere, think about that. Think about who is in that person's circle of influence that you could be celebrating, in addition to the person that you want to get in touch with or you want to celebrate. So great point, and very, very important. The other thing, as a side note, on a personal note, the fact that you care that it's my husband's birthday is really, really important to me as well. So you can't underestimate the impact of that.
That's exactly right. Well, when you work so closely with folks like I do with you, I want to know it all, and especially your spouse and what's going on over there. Because, I just want to make sure that I have a good relationship with him as well as you. So, because we will meet often, and I want there to be a great experience there for sure.
Yeah. So really, really important. And Joe is a master at building those relationships and strengthening those bonds with people.
Yes.
All right. Let's talk about segmented birthdays, because a lot of people say, oh, I can't afford to do this or I can't afford to do that. At the very, 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 very least, as a pro account member, you have 50 free cards per month. So you can celebrate 50 people without even dipping into any additional budget. Okay. But we've given some ideas here for a budget-friendly gift, a mid-range gift, and even a VIP gift, depending on the value of that customer to you in terms of how much money they spend with you on an annual basis.
Yeah, and I think it's a big deal that, I just always reference it like this. If somebody spends $1 million with you, you really, really want to celebrate their birthday, and you want them to come back and celebrate, celebrate with their checkbook. What am I trying to say here? Geez, you want them, you want that continued business relationship. And to do that, when somebody's spending that kind of money, it's a really good idea to step up your game. This is not the time to be cheap. This is the time to celebrate their life with the right gift. And we have so many offerings that are in the VIP category. Now, we're not saying go out and spend $500, but really, I think this VIP, this wine bottle holder with all of the tools in it, is it $40 some dollars? $40, 40.
We say VIP, assuming that you have a lot of VIPs on your list, but it's affordable. Does not come with the wine. Just want to point that out. But you could put a couple of personalized tumblers in there, and we have people do that all the time, and we'll pack them right there in that box for you.
Yeah, absolutely. And, this mid-range stuff, that's a great gift as well. In a personalized box, they'll keep that box forever. It's not just about, the mug, the brownies, and the card. Well, the box is personalized. It's wood. It has a sliding, lid on it that'll have their name on it, which means, so does the mug, so does the brownie, so does the birthday card. You can't re-gift any of that. You're done. You've got it forever. You're keeping it. And I'm going to tell you a quick story. I used to basically do a lot of trade shows. And one of the shows was SIGGRAPH. And this was 20 some years ago. They gave me a wooden box, almost like this, 20 some years ago. It didn't even have my name on it, but it had the logo of the show. And I ended up keeping that thing for 10 plus years because it was such a cool box. Yeah. If my name had been on it, I'd still have it today.
Yeah. Yeah. People don't throw that kind of thing away, Joe.
No.
And the other one here is the birthday card. And what you're seeing on top of that cake is one of our most fun gifts. It's the singing birthday candle. And it is such a blast. It's this beautiful lotus flower that as you light it, it opens up and it sings and it twirls and it flames everywhere. It's a fun gift. Nobody would be disappointed to receive that.
No, not at all. With the exception of it keeps on singing. But anyway,
And singing and singing. Actually, Joe, I think we ought to have a contest to see whose can go the longest.
right? Yeah, without drowning it in water, because I've heard that happen quite often as well. So anyway.
People have taken a hammer to it. All kinds of
Oh,
things
yeah.
happen to that poor candle because it just keeps going.
Oh, yeah.
So here's another idea on segmenting your birthday groups. And when we say segmenting this, we're talking about segmenting and setting up different automations depending on the age of the person. The previous one was depending on the revenue that they generate for your business. This is depending on the age of the person. So there's a card there for a child, for a teenager, or for an adult. And that's a nice way to really, again, connect with somebody on their level. And if you can reach out to your customers and start sending birthday cards, not in a creepy way, but certainly if they're a VIP customer of yours, if you're a realtor or an insurance agent, you probably met the family. And so sending them a card is totally appropriate as well.
Yeah. And, we do focus on this business to customer relationship, but I got to tell you, don't be afraid to use it with the grandkids, because that's where I'm at. So, as the list of grandkids grow me not having them in the count, that just doesn't work. I got to have the grandkids in here too, just to make sure that no matter what or where I'm at or what's going on, they feel that they're getting something from me as well.
That is such a great point. And, we have someone that uses Mailbox Power very, very effectively in his business, and that's Jim McCord. I saw a post that he posted the other day that he sent his grandchildren our 12-piece puzzle, and that it was a perfect gift for them. So you can personalize that puzzle. You can put any image you want on it. So if your grandchild is crazy about a Disney character or whatever, if they're crazy about some specific cartoon or something like that, you could really personalize that, or use it for family pictures or whatever you would like. Even sending a picture of yourself so they don't remember, so they don't forget what grandpa looks like, right?
Easy. Now you're striking a nerve. Okay.
Seriously, grandpa. Seriously, Joe, I have an idea for you along those lines. This will be fun. Okay. So here we go, guys. That is segmenting your list by age. And here it is segmented by gender. And obviously we've done added a little flourish to these gifts. But if you have a male gift and a female gift, you can really, really, really make them feel even more personalized by segmenting that list by gender or non-gender, however you want to look at that.
Yeah. And I want to point something else out here. We do have an enhanced packaging line where, yes, you're picking out the birthday card, the mug, the brownies, or whatever gifts, the candle. You can now add them to our enhanced packaging. And that's what you're seeing here before you is 2 enhanced packaging options. So that black box with the big black bow in the front of it, the ribbon and bow, beautifully put together. I mean, this is that VIP, customer. This is how you would want to treat them for sure.
Yep, absolutely. And Joe, we practice what we preach, don't we?
Yes, ma'am. Matter of fact, it's 846,327 because now Brad's on my birthday. So anyway, yes. And probably more since then. We do take this seriously because we want you to celebrate the lives of your customers. We know what the financial impact is to you. We know what the emotional impact is with your customer. And that relationship that's being built is a big, big deal. So, we've taken it so far that we even have a challenge every month, and we give away $500 a month for those, for somebody who completes that challenge. And then of course, everybody who completes the challenge gets 50 free greeting cards, 50 more greeting cards if you just complete it.
I was just going to say, just for completing the challenge, which is collecting one birthday per day of the month, you get entered into the drawing for $500, but you get 50 free cards just for completing it. So you've got the 50 free that come with your account, plus another 50 for completing that challenge. You've got 100 free cards. That covers a good amount of birthdays. And Joe, as you said, that number has probably increased since we grabbed that shot, and it is now 146,514.
Whew. Okay. Awesome. I love it. Love it. Love it. We got to get to that 150,000 though. I'm looking forward to the day where there's 1 million birthdays celebrated, 1 million smiles created. I mean, that's the deal. When you look at that number, 146,326 smiles, annually right now that are being delivered by you. And of course, this platform, Mailbox Power.
Yep, absolutely. So, as we're talking about birthdays, think about who you could be celebrating, who you need to add to your list, who you need to reach out to and celebrate their birthday and make them feel special. It's such a small gesture that has such a massive impact on people.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Is it a customer? Is it a vendor? I mean, you got to think through all the possibilities. I know that, I've owned several businesses in my life, and the vendors were as important as an employee. Is it the employee that you're celebrating? Is it a influencer? Is a gatekeeper? Who is it, that you want to celebrate that life of? And, this will pay in spades. It's a big, big deal to celebrate birthdays.
Celebrate people, celebrate their kids, celebrate their circle of influence, celebrate their pets.
Yeah, do we even need to go there? There's actually some folks out there that are definitely collecting pet birthdays and celebrating pets. So, it's really is across the board, the grandkids, all of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Any last words about birthdays, Joe? I know this is your passion point for sure.
Just do it. Just dig in and do it. It is so easy. We've made it so easy. You click a button and install a birthday automation, and you add people to it, and you're done. We will take care of the rest. Our promise is pretty simple. You add that name to the birthday automation, and 7 days before, we will print and ship and get you a tracking number so you can see when that arrives. That's the deal. Just do it. I don't know what you have to lose. I can't think of a darn thing.
And a couple of don'ts really, really quickly. Don't ask for business. Don't promote yourself. Don't turn it into something about your business. Don't do anything that takes away from the fact that you're celebrating the person. So
Yeah.
it's fine to put your very small business logo on the back of the card. That's all right. And your contact information. That's okay. But don't say, hey, bring in this card. Just leave it at the fact that you're celebrating somebody's birthday, and just leave it at that. And it will seem and come across to the recipient as a lot more genuine. They will feel a lot more, they will feel special. They'll feel like you truly care, and it's not just something to generate business.
Yep, absolutely. Like I said, what do you have to lose? Get out there, get in those mailboxes. You will be happy you did.
Yep, absolutely. So everyone, we truly appreciate you joining us for these Lunch and Learns. We do this every single Wednesday, and hope that we're bringing some value to you. If you are missing out on some of these Lunch and Learns, please go over to youtube.com/mailbox power, and you can catch up on a whole bevy of topics. We talk about all kinds of things during this 30-minute session, and you can get caught up on some of the topics that we've covered in the past. Also, if there's a topic you'd love to see, please tell us in the comments. We would love to hear from you, and we would love to hear what you'd like to learn more about in a Lunch and Learn and a future Lunch and Learn. So with that, Joe, we have our final slide, which is our promotion for next week.
Well, and maximizing technology to save time and money. Who knows what we may leak on next week's Lunch and Learn. I would suggest you be there, because we're going to have some fun with this. And technology is it. You are saving time and money by leveraging the technology that Mailbox Power has. I promise it's a big deal.
It is a big deal. And next week, Joe, September 29th, 1 week from today, is my daughter's birthday.
Oh, okay. Just like I'm like, okay, whose birthday are you going to lay on me now? Let's do it. Okay.
That's awesome. It. It's a birthday season in my household. So we hope you'll join us next week. As Joe was alluding to, we have a huge event coming up on October 2nd, and we're going to be perhaps maybe hinting at some things. So join us next week.
Awesome. Thanks, Vanessa. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks,
I appreciate all of you that are our customers right now. And if you're looking at this and you're not a customer, please check us out at mailboxpower.com. We'd appreciate it. Thanks. Have a good day,
everyone.